Okay, this is Emily, and I'm going to be showing Lab 1. So for Activity 1.1, I have Hello World printing out to the screen through a creation of a world class that has a sayIt method that all it does is return a string, and so when I create the new instance of this class down here, and I call that method, Hello World prints out to the screen. Activity 2, in Lab 1, I have my name and my age being printed out in a couple different ways. I have the variable declaration of my name and my age here, as well as a null age, and I have an array that also holds the values, and this array is an indexed array as well as an associative array. And so here it's printing out name just by saying, I want this variable. Here it's doing the same thing, except that it's using the double quotes instead of just straight string to variable name concatenation. Here it actually prints out a string literal, so that's good to know, so I don't get them all mixed up. And here it's just pulling index 0 of the person array, which is this name, and index 1, which is age, and then here I could say index 2, but because it's an associative array, I can refer to it by the index and the actual key name, and that's what I do for age. Null age returns nothing because age is null. Unset actually destroys this name variable, and so when you echo it out, you get an undefined error because it doesn't actually exist anymore. For activity 1.3, I have the letter grading system, and so there's this function that has the if check that takes in a parameter of score, which is set down here, and what it does is it starts at the highest and goes to the lowest, and based on the if check, it'll return a letter, and it uses the AND operator to make sure that both of these are being met before it'll hit the return statement. And then for activity 1.4, I have the colors array, which is an associative array but has indexed variables, or has integers as the keys. And so on all the even ones, it's a solid color, and then all the odd ones, it's either a tint or a shade of the prior solid color. And then there's just a for each loop that goes through the array and assigns a variable to the key and a variable to the values, and using the double quotes prints it out to the screen.